Hey YouTube people, in this video I'm going to show you how to create a convenient workout generator in Microsoft Excel. So yes, we're going to get a little nerdy with it, but it's okay because we lift weights to compensate for that nerdiness, right? No, seriously though, if you're someone like me who tends to fall into the same routine when you work out, then this can be a really helpful tool for you because it ensures that you mix it up on a consistent basis. And fair warning, there are obviously fitness apps out there that do this type of a thing, but in my opinion, it's better to do it yourself in Excel so that you can tailor it to your specific needs. Plus, by not using an app, you can ditch the phone during the workout, which we all know is a huge distraction. So if that sounds useful to you, go ahead and keep watching. Otherwise, you may want to stick around anyway, because at the end, I'm going to attempt my best impersonation of Cartman from South Park for no reason whatsoever. Cool, let's go ahead and get started. So I have a blank Excel workbook open here. And first you want to create a table that contains all the exercises you do as well as the personal records for each of them. So that would be weight, sets, and reps. So we're going to start in column L and type out the column headings. Exercise, weight, sets, and reps. And at this point, you want to populate this table with all the exercises you do, um, but list them in groups of muscle types. So put all your chest, your back, etc. in groups like that, and you'll see why later. So I'm going to go ahead and fill mine out. Okay, so here we have the table. It's now populated. And as you can see, I've grouped the exercises. So we have chest, back, quad, all the way down to triceps, along with the data associated with them. And just so you know, I had Excel generate a random number for the weight. So I can, in fact, bench more than 1 pound. I can bench like 3 pounds, okay? So yeah, so that's done now. Let's move on to the next step, which is to create individual tables for each muscle group. So I'm going to copy these headings over and leave one column of space. So Control C, Control V under Q, and I'm going to add one more column called rand. So that's going to be a random number, and you'll see why later. And then I'm going to copy this heading. I need a total of 8 tables. So I'm going to Control C, and I'm going to leave a good amount of space in case we need to add more exercises at some point. So click here, Control V, and I'm going to do this until we have 8 of these. Okay, so I went ahead and copied those, so we have 8 tables now. And now I'm going to copy and paste the exercise names. So the first one will be chest, and then back. And I'm going to go ahead and proceed to finish the rest of the tables. Okay, now we have individual tables here for each muscle group, as you can see. So now we are going to jump into cell R2 as in R2D2 and type equals V lookup. We're looking up the exercise name here, bench press, and then F4 3 times to lock the column, and then comma, and then select L over here over to O. So this is the table array that's going to look up, and we're extending it all the way down in case we ever add exercises later. So select L to O and then F4 once to lock that in place. Comma, weight is going to be 2, column index of 2, and then comma, exact match. And we can copy that formula over to reps and then go into the sets formula and change the 2 to a 3. And then go into the reps formula and change the 2 to a 4. And then rand is just going to be equal to rand, open and close parentheses. That's just going to give us a random number. And then now we can copy these formulas down to the bottom exercise. And next, I'm going to highlight these formulas and copy them in each of those tables. So I'm going to go ahead and do that to show you once here. So Control C, Control V, and that's going to automatically pull the data for these exercises. I'm going to go ahead and paste all those across all these tables, and then I'll be back. Okay, so each of these tables is now filled out with those formulas and referencing the correct information from this larger table. So the next step now is to convert each of these tables to table format in Excel. And you can do that with a shortcut, Alt N T, and then make sure it says my table has headers. We'll hit enter. And then I'm going to do that for all of these tables as well. Okay, so I went ahead and converted each of those to table format. And now we are ready to set up our workout. First, I'm going to change this color just because we know it's like, this is what we're going to fill out when we work out. So what I like to do is a push workout and a pull workout. And first so for the push workout, I'm going to say equals, and the first exercise I'm going to do is just whatever the first chest exercise is. So we're going to reference that one. And I like to superset, so the next one's going to be a chest, and then I'm going to do a quad exercise. And then the next superset will be the second chest exercise, and that'll be supersetted with the second quad exercise. And then I'm going to give myself a break and go with shoulder and tricep, front delt and tricep. So we'll choose the first shoulder exercise, and then we will choose the first tricep exercise. And then we're going to end with one more superset of chest and quad. So that'll be the third chest and the third quad. And now, so let me make that bold. And if we highlight these two and drag 3 over to the right, it should copy the weight set and reps data, which is like our personal record. So I'll do that for all of these. Control R. So that is our push workout there. And then I'm going to do the same thing for pull now. Okay, so I went ahead and did that for the pull workout as well. Might make this look a little bit better. Let's put some borders. And so there's our workouts. And then the next and most important step that we are going to take is to create a button that will allow us to generate new workouts. And to do that, we're going to use this record macro feature in Excel. So in the bottom left, you can see this camera photo here. Click on that. Call it whatever you want. Randomized workout. Do Control Shift. I don't know. I'll just do U. Hit OK. So now at this point, we're recording our macro. And what we want to do is we want the macro to randomize the order of exercises in these tables, which our workouts are referencing. So that's going to create a workout that has random exercises and also puts them in random order, subject to the constraint of how we design the workout. So in this case, I forced it to be kind of a push-pull style workout. So let's go ahead and do that. So we're still recording, and this is where the rand table comes into play. I'm going to click the drop down and sort smallest to largest, which will essentially just order this table by random numbers. And I'm going to do that for all of them. Now make sure you scroll up to the top and then hit stop at the bottom left. And let's assign like a nice little button to this macro. So we'll put insert shapes. I'll just go with this. Call it generate workout. And then I'm going to center the text. And then you can right click on it and select assign macro. And for that one, you want to do the one that we recorded, which would be this one, the randomized underscore WKT. Hit OK. And then now watch what happens when we click this macro button. So you can see that we are generating a random workout for ourselves. It selects the exercises based on these tables, which are randomized. So this is very helpful to order your workouts randomly so that you don't fall into the rut of doing the same exercises. And if you have a bunch of exercises for each of these tables, then you're really going to get a lot of variety to your workouts. Okay, so how do you actually use this? So if you work out at home, you can generate a workout and just have your laptop by you and update this large personal record table as you get stronger. So it's a very convenient, condensed way of updating your progress. But if you work out at a gym, then you might have to print out your worksheet or your workout, excuse me, and jot your results down with a pen and then come back and fill out this Excel sheet later. Now, what are the advantages of this? Well, you can create any kind of workout you want and still have the exercises randomized. So instead of a push-pull, you could set up a full body routine and still have all the exercises randomized and the order of them randomized as well. It's also very easy to find the exercise in this table over here because you can order these exercises alphabetically, which I should have done already. So I'm going to do that. So these are all ordered alphabetically now, so it's very easy to find it to update your personal records. And one other advantage, look how easy it is to add in another exercise. Like if you just come up with one or you see one on Instagram or whatever, I don't know, call it back attacks. So you'd enter it here into your table, your master sheet, and then throw some weight in there. And then you can then reorder it alphabetically again. So now this new exercise is up here. And you also need to add it into this other table to the side, back attacks. And watch what happens when I press enter. That table automatically just pulls the data associated with back attacks, and that will then incorporate directly into your workouts from now on as you generate them. So you can see that here. Now we can generate workouts. And there it is. Back attacks is making it into your routine now. So very easy to add in new exercises as you learn them. But as far as disadvantages, if you were to work out at a gym, you probably can't do exactly the exercises that you want. But in that case, you can still use this to generate a random list of exercises that you can go off of at the gym instead of heading straight to the bench press and get into a rut. Also, it's more work than using an app, I think. But I do, again, like the flexibility to kind of set it up however you want and kind of the ownership that you have over it. So I hope this was helpful in some way. Please like this video, and I hope this was helpful. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you.